All right, we are live.
Hey everyone, welcome to Hack Shack Studios. We're the hacks and we're going to chat. So, hi, Art Thibert here, 35-year comic book veteran, Marvel DC, characters such as Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, X-Men, mostly known for X-Men. And I left Marvel a few years ago and helped out a fledgling comic book company called Image Comics. You might have heard of them. And with me, as always, is the talented and my co-writer on Black and White, Taylor Grasso.
Hi, it's me. I'll be here to read your chat if you guys want to come in, join the conversation. Maybe ask some questions of this 35-year vet, and the co-writer here of Black and White will read them out loud. How are you doing, Art?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing okay.
It feels like it's been a million years since we've done one of these.
It does. It really does.
Has it been a million years?
About, give or take.
I have a calendar on the wall, and it's a million-year calendar.
It's Mayan.
It's mine. It never ends. It's just like, it's so thick. It's like the width of this room.
That is what the Hack Shack Studios is. It's a giant Mayan calendar.
It's a giant Mayan calendar. Yeah, so what we're going to do today is I'm going to draw a little bit for you guys. And like Taylor said, she's gonna help out in the chat. And you're going to do some digital drawing, right?
I am. Should we show them?
Yeah, we'll show them a page. So this is a page we wanted to actually ink for you guys and bring it together. However, life being what it is, things always take more time. So we were busy all morning bringing this thing together for you guys. Because as you know, I draw on patches. I usually don't lay everything out in one, I guess at one time. So this was a little bit of patchwork, a panel here, panel there. And so that last panel there is the one Taylor's going to bring the gun there together.
This one.
Poor Uncle Yi.
Look at that masterful Yi eye.
Yeah, this is all just, these are my sketches, you guys. This is not even done.
I would say to most people this is done, but...
Well, after talking to Narwhal, he would probably go, this is way too much work. But I just like to just take all questions out of it and then just, ink it up without having to think too much about it.
Hey, look at this, you guys. This is what art considers a sketch. Everything's structured up.
Well, it's got to be structured up. It's just not rendered, and there's light sources aren't there, as you guys can see. There's some basic overall light sources, just a basic like black background and stuff like that. But as far as the characters and stuff, they're not really detailed or blacks yet. And this is like
this is
Go ahead.
What remastering has turned into.
Yeah. So, do we have the original panel? Maybe I'll show it. I think I can find it. I'll show it on the camera. But wait, before we do that, oh, you have it on layers?
I think I have the original, yeah, because you can see some of the...
Okay. Here we go.
Some of the background. That's all that's left, actually.
Yeah, but you can't find the original black and white there.
No, I forgot. We obliterated it.
We obliterated for good. Yeah, no one needed to see that anyway. So, I had to put them in the new costumes because they had the old costumes anyway. So I pretty much just redraw them. And then, like a lot of this is a hybrid. So like those guys, the goons, are from the original book. And so then, and the composition is from the original, just this top panel. And so we kind of repurpose it and do all new. It's just kind of a hybrid of the old and new. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So I like this. I think this page is laid out pretty good.
This is a good representation, I think, of the book.
What is that HS what on that box there?
Oh man, is that Hack Shack?
Hack Shack Publishing?
That's one of the many pallets of books.
Yes, that's books. Oh gosh, we're gonna get into that too in a little bit. I don't want to get angry right off the bat. So if you guys have any questions, just always feel free. This is a free-form chat, so we'll read your questions and any way you want to be part of this this crazy shindig of ours, our party. So should we just keep moving forward and I'll show them what I'm gonna work on here? Oh, geez, I don't know. Let me see if I can hold it up closer.
Let's see
if they can see this. This is the blue line.
There we go. Okay.
So this is one of the panels that I'm going to bring together. And let me see if I can find the original. Oh, so this is one of the layouts for that page you just saw.
That's right.
So it ended up being a kind of I think there's 2 pages now that represent this page. So I think we extended it. And so this shot right here of Whitney is this shot here that's not even remastered, just redrawn. And so
reimagined.
And so then here is kind of my little rough layout of her. And then you can see some of the other panels taking shape here and here. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of blown out a little bit.
I like that that really scared you face a lot, actually.
Yeah, well, he's got a gun to his head, so that's not a good thing. So that'll kind of give you an idea of here's the rough layout of that. Oh, don't want to see that.
Ah, spoiler.
Put my hand over it. I'll put this over it. So yeah, you can kind of see. So this is how it starts very, very rough. And this layout came as we were writing, right? I think this one and the page before it.
Yeah, we extended the sequence because I know that we say this about every scene, but it's a very pivotal scene. You know what? Every page of the book is a pivotal scene.
They are. Nothing's throwaway.
But it definitely, I think we decided to extend it a while back, and then we just played with different layouts to accommodate that.
Yeah, so as we were writing it, I was laying it out to try to accommodate the new writing, and we kind of it's still action and interesting, but there's some action in there, but it was going to be a full-on action page. So one of the things is the plot wasn't moving in a real organic way, so we just kind of felt like it needed like I guess more of a like an organic feel, like an organic progression into that scene, and more of a character beat.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of scenes like that we got to explore in Remastered, which was very cool. We got a Never Cold in the chat, and we have the father of Jon Snow, Rhaegar Targaryen.
Rhaegar.
He says lots of pivoting going on.
Yeah, that's. I think Mike said you pencil like an inker, and I guess I do. Because some people they just draw like this.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do that. Like da 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 da.
Piece by piece.
Yeah, but I kind of feel like I have to rotate it.
Well, I think it's working.
I need to get my hand in the right position like this.
That's how you keep the flow. That's why there's line weights even in the pencils.
Yeah. All right, you guys. I know I'm a nut, but this is my process.
Yeah, don't judge.
Yeah, don't judge me, you guys. Jeez. Were they judging me?
No, they're not judging. They're supportive.
They're supportive. They're going, yeah, Art's a knucklehead.
They're all supportive.
Taylor always keeps a level of separation between me and the hostility in the chat.
That's what I'm here for.
She's like, you guys could go, Art really sucks, and she'll go, Art, that's an amazing drawing you're doing right there.
Well, it is, but they would never say that you suck. They're here because they love you.
They love us.
Never Cold said LOL. See? He's laughing out loud.
And he's never cold. I don't know, man. It's getting summertime here. I turned the fan off so you guys didn't have to hear it. Sweet mama jamma.
I never asked, but how was your Easter?
You know what? All of our social life is just the only time we ever find out about each other is on these live chats. It was awesome, man. We had a lot of close friends. We had some new friends over. And, gosh, any excuse to eat well is amazing. I don't know, humans get bagged on a lot, but just getting together and eating and drinking, isn't that the best? Like,
I'm glad you got a good meal.
Wait, what happened? Well, I got a good meal because I paid for it. I fed everybody.
Okay, I didn't, so I guess my meal was earned. I ate pizza and hot wings that messed up my stomach till today.
What? For Easter? You had hot wings?
Yes.
Where did you go?
I went to TJ's family. They're very strange when it concerns food.
They had hot wings?
Yes, they did.
But you like hot wings, though,
But
right?
they were soggy.
But you still ate them.
I ate them, but I'm still paying for it.
So, what do you mean they were soggy?
They're very spongy in texture.
I don't know what that means.
Just imagine...
So, like, the chicken was...
Well...
Like... I don't know.
Just imagine taking a bite of chicken and thinking, this kind of tastes like tofu. But it wasn't tofu.
How much did you have?
Enough.
I wouldn't have eaten any of it. There was this, oh my gosh, there was this chicken place. I'm sorry, man, I live in Corona, and I guess this guy was like, his company was, they had a barbecue business, and he's like the mayor of Corona or something like that, this guy. And so he had this chain of like barbecue places, and they had like barbecue, like they would do catering and stuff like that too.
Ooh.
And yeah, don't.
Oh.
It was my run-in with barbecue chicken. It was horrible. And so
something about chicken being bad is like the worst.
I don't know, because you said texture, and I don't know how this happens, but there is like a spongy, like soft texture that happens sometimes. And so we went, and keep in mind, this place is such a dive, but they charge you. Have you ever went one of those places where it's like really cheesy, but they charge you a premium, like they charge you a bunch of money to sit in a bunch of hay? Like it's like there's like hay bales, and you sit on them, and there's hay on the floor, and I guess that's supposed to be like cool.
Barbecue places get away with that for some reason. Like, they do that a lot for some reason.
Yeah, so we're there, and we're kind of waiting to get in, like the little waiting area to get seated and stuff. And as we're waiting, well, before that, when we came into the restaurant, they had... This has nothing to do with comic books.
It's okay. People are enjoying it. They're roasting me for eating soggy wings.
And I'm tangenting
By the way, I didn't pay for them.
I'm tangenting on your whole soggy wings.
No, go on, run a terrible chicken thread.
This is my terrible chicken story. And so, anyways, I'll try to wrap this up. So we go in, and but as we were going in, I noticed that there was this barbecue, like, God, what are those things? They look like this.
The pits?
No, they're like this, and they had like a smokestack on it. Can you guys see this? And then they had like this little box thing that opens, and it kind of flips open. Like this, and then the food, like they have this, and then the food's like right in here, and they have like heat, and it's, I guess it's like a barbecue, but it's
like a pit, but it's like a, what do you call that?
It's like a smoker or something. I don't know what those things. I guess they're like smokers, or they look like smokers, but this thing right here. Oh, is camera on?
Yeah,
this thing right here is in the parking lot.
I'm working in Photoshop while we're doing this, you guys.
Cool. This thing right here.
Yeah. There's a barbecue place in my house that has one of those in the parking lot.
Yeah, it's like they couldn't even get, like, I guess because of the exhaust or whatever.
Because they'll smoke everybody out.
But get this, while we're waiting to get seated, they bring the food in through the front entrance where you wait to get seated. Like so these guys are out in the parking lot cooking food out where there's cars driving and stuff like that. And so those guys are walking in from the parking lot into the restaurant. So I'm already like, flag, it's up, like this may not go good. And so then we sit down, we order our chicken, and we're kind of, this is going to be great. It's going to be great. So it's me, my wife, and my daughter. And so we get our food, we take a bite. It's that mushy chicken that you're talking about. It's like, what is this? It's almost like, it's okay, let me describe it, and then you can see how you describe it, Taylor, see if you agree with it. It's like, have you ever had what is that MSG or that tenderizer that they put
Oh,
in the meat?
yeah. It softens it up.
It softens it up, but sometimes it makes it like it breaks down the meat in a way that it doesn't taste.
It's like it's half digested.
Yeah, like the... yeah, exactly. So, is that accurate?
It definitely... it's hard to describe my experience. Everybody... What is... Nevercold says, you didn't pay for them, but you're paying for them.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, it kind of just, like, broke down. I thought it was all breading at first, because it kind of had, like, a breading on top of it, because they're, like, hot wings. But then I realized it was meat. So, it was a strange experience on the Lord's Day.
And you had more than one, right?
I had two, I think.
Okay, so the first one you're like, okay, I'm just really hungry. Have you ever eaten like bad stuff, but you're really hungry? So
desperation.
You don't even acknowledge the fact that it was bad. And then you have the second whatever it is, and you're like, oh god.
You're like, now I know for sure.
It's bad.
TJ's grandma, she didn't make them. Someone else in his family did, but she got them first, and then I saw her sitting there looking solemnly down at the wings. And then I was like, are they hot? And she's like, yeah. And she's just like, I don't think I've ever had hot wings before. Oh, God. So they were,
Okay, so we went off on a crazy tangent, mostly me. But, so how did everything else go?
That was about my Easter experience. I went home and then worked after that. I didn't really see my family because I went to TJ's family's, so I didn't get to eat with my family, but that's okay.
Okay, so does TJ listen to this show?
Yeah, he'll hear this. I already...
You already talked about
well, this? We'll see how he feels about it, I guess.
Sharing it with the world.
Let's see. Bad food is 95% of my diet, says Never Cold. And Comic Book Bob is here. He says, there's too many streams going on right now.
Uh-oh, competition.
But Never Cold says, but this is the best stream.
Hell yes.
Mighty Geek Studio says hello to you and says, bonjour, Mademoiselle Taylor.
Yes.
Bonjour. Oh, he said hola, Art.
Bonjour, farewell, Alvitas, same whatever.
But it felt like a very American thing to be eating pizza and hot wings.
You know what?
Easter.
I'm not a big hot wing person, but pizza, hell yeah. It is weird when you mess up pizza. Like, how do you really mess up pizza?
Yeah, it feels like a real effort,
Although that place before it became the barbecue place was a pizza place, and I think they were making good food, but then it started getting bad just before they closed.
Oh no!
And I think they were trying to save money with artificial cheese.
Yeah, not on a pizza.
Yeah, like on a pizza. Really,
can't you splurge on that?
Yeah, the main ingredient is really cheese. Like, what the hell? Yeah, so
you do have the best pizza place in town, though.
Now we do that one. The one that replaced that one. Yeah,
it's so
really
good.
It's really good. Yeah.
But besides that, I hope everybody had a good Easter. Does Easter have this is a weird question. Does Easter have designated desserts and stuff?
I don't think so.
Because I like Easter candy, but I can't think of a designated,
Easter candy is actually one of the best, holiday candies.
I agree.
Jelly beans are amazing. Have you had those Jolly Ranchers ones?
Oh, those are the best.
Those are so freaking good. There's something in them that makes you salivate. It's weird.
Because they taste like a liquid, but they're a solid or whatever the commercials say.
Is it? Hey, speaking of candy, there's a box over there behind you. Let's see what we have in there.
Ooh.
I'm gonna eat some.
Is this an unboxing video?
This will be an unboxing video. All right, we got this.
Ooh.
This was a gift. So,
Ooh, fancy.
Ooh, it's Belgian. Somebody's already been in here. My family. Oh my gosh, it smells good.
Somebody tore into this thing.
All right, I'm a dark chocolate guy, so I'm going dark chocolate. You want one of these?
But that one is like a little star on it.
Yuck.
Did you say yuck?
On the star, no, the candy's excellent.
Oh.
This thing?
Yeah, it looks like a
Oh man, my hands are getting all chocolate.
like a star sapphire symbol.
Can they see this?
Yes, Nevercold says, wow, are you going to share with the chat, Art?
No. Wow, this is really good.
Vote on which one you guys want.
Which one you want Taylor to eat? You have to have one of these. You're dark chocolate too, right?
I don't know. I like everything, actually.
All right, you guys pick out. Okay, this is row 1, row 2, row 2, 3, 4. My mouth is full of chocolate.
This is the best ASMR ever.
Man, life is good, right? I'm drawing and talking to people and eating candy. So if you guys, so then this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So row 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 over. So you guys in the chat, which one do you want Taylor to eat?
But pick it quickly because we don't want to stay on there. Papa Murphy's is good though. It'll take. What are you talking about? Bake Shop. You guys are talking about pizza still? Nevercold says column 2, row 2.
Column 2, row 2. Oh, so that'd be row 2, column 2. So that'd be here?
Yeah, I guess.
This one
I
right
think
here?
that's the one.
All right, here you go.
Oh, sweet. Thanks.
Take it. And then
Ooh,
hand
there's
it,
a green one.
and then hand it back because I need more.
Wait, okay. Column 2, row 2. Okay.
You guys don't know what this does.
I hope this
me.
doesn't have nougat in it. Thank
know,
you.
Oh, yeah. See, you guys, it actually disappeared here. I don't know whether to go this one or one of these.
Ooh,
There's
this thing's
two of
good.
these. Is it?
If there's another layer, I recommend getting one of these.
I don't like white chocolate. I'm not gonna eat that. I don't even want to look at it. I'm gonna go up here.
This is the same consistency as that wing.
See? That's what you call bringing it back around.
Comic Book Bob says, Art, would you be okay if I did a review of your Oodles of Doodles art book? I know you're still selling them. I don't want to spoil for anyone. I made that mistake already, which is why I ask.
We're gonna be closing out the shop soon, so when were you thinking of doing it?
I would say also if you just limit what you show, maybe.
Yeah, there's not much of a review, I guess. I don't know.
Let's see. Is it crispy? Asked Rhaegar.
But it is hot.
It was crispier than the wing was. In a week or so, he says. Let's see what the time will be. How is it, Taylor? It was good. You picked a good one. Thank you.
Was it good?
I thought it was very good, yeah.
So
do you want a napkin?
I'm just going to lick my fingers out, okay? Wait, they have definitions here.
Ooh.
So what did you have? You had
I had... No, it's the top.
This one.
No, more... That one.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Ooh, harmony. Crunchy praline enrobed in milk chocolate. It was enrobed.
Ooh.
It wasn't just covered.
That thing was scantily
That thing was
clad.
crunchy? Was it like a cookie in there? What was
No, it wasn't really that crunchy. It was kind of like whipped, actually.
So there wasn't like a wafer or something in there?
No, surprisingly.
Like a Twix?
Ooh.
Okay, so the first one I had was the chewy caramel. Ooh, raspberry pieces. And then this other one was the Himalaya.
I like the white one, the Sublime.
Ooh, it's not just dark chocolate, it's intense dark chocolate.
Ooh.
With Himalayan salted caramel and a smooth truffle filling. Oh my gosh.
The chat says, sounds decadent.
These are the words we need when we describe our comic.
Comic Book Bob says, Art's gonna get chocolate on the art. It makes it more valuable.
I think I licked all. My fingers are pretty clean.
I think you should go for the Sublime one next.
I don't know. What? I don't like white. Okay,
it's pretty.
It says, you eat it then. It's a delicate lime cream filling.
Ooh.
And here we go, enrobed in white chocolate.
Everything's enrobed.
See, they had me up to white chocolate.
It's not a wizard. Why is it enrobed?
And decorated with sugar or green sugar pieces. They need to work on the wording on that. That sounded bad. And they just kind of phone in green sugar pieces.
There's green sugar on top.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Rhaegar says, eat Sublime in honor of the band.
Band's pretty good.
Are
they still around?
No, the singer's dead.
Oh, he's the Long Beach guy, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. From the LBC.
See something. I don't remember the rest of the song. Let's see. Mighty Geek Studio says, right now I'm dreading my godmother's return from her trip to Switzerland. Is that chocolate related?
Oh, come on, man. Swiss chocolate is the best.
It is the best. I agree. Easter does have the best chocolate. I actually think Christmas might have the worst candy.
I agree. What? Candy canes? Like peppermint? Who gives a crap?
Yeah, not into it. I can't picture any child going wild for that.
Yeah, and what the hell's a sugar plum? Why are we getting excited about a sugar plum?
Because fairies.
We have real candy. We don't need that sugared plum.
They're into it. It's their thing.
Are plums the one that old people eat when they can't go to the bathroom?
Those are prunes. Wait, are they the same thing? Are prunes just dried plums?
I don't know. God, we're all over the place.
I know, it's been a while. We're getting back in the swing of things right now.
Focus, not on the agenda.
Nevercold says Swiss chocolate is only trumped by Swiss women. I've never heard anybody rave about Swiss chicks.
Have you ever been trumped by a Swiss chick?
I keep that private.
I don't wear that.
A Swiss miss.
I don't wear that on my sleeve.
Blonde-haired, blue-eyed goddesses, says Nevercold.
I mean, what? I think I married one.
Is she Swiss?
No, but she's a blonde-haired goddess.
I could see that. Something, let's see. Because she sends me a crate of chocolate before she leaves, says Mighty Geek. That's a cool thing. I want a Swiss godmother.
Oh, it's his god. I almost said his aunt.
Close enough.
Auntie godmother.
They're similar.
And darken this in so you guys can see it. Actually, so I can see it when I ink it too.
I don't know. I can see it. It looks pretty good. Hey, Sierra Whiskey's here. He said it's been so long.
Sahara.
It's been a while. Rhaegar says, I always thought that Halloween had the worst candies. Candy corn, Mary Jane's, Tootsie Rolls, the strawberry things, and Laffy Taffies.
Yeah, the things that actually define Halloween candy, it's not that great. Candy corn?
Yeah, I've never been into candy corn.
I mean, they look cool, I guess. Oh, you need the gun. I'm sorry, I'm playing.
Oh, no, it's okay.
I hogged the gun reference.
I was walking around to grab this gun reference.
You bumped me.
Sorry. Did I really?
No.
Oh.
I just wanted to put you on the defensive.
I was trying to gauge how bad I felt.
So you're feeling better now after the wings.
Now that I got that off my chest. Now TJ's family can hate me for dissing their soggy wings.
I don't even know how that happens. Do they just kind of set out for a long period of time and just get soggy?
I don't know. I don't like to think of the process that got them to that state.
They're baking out in the heat.
There's nothing like more unhealthy feeling than when you're eating hot wings and then like people immediately bring out cake for you to eat.
It'll cool the fire.
Oh yeah, somebody brought out, Rhaegar says James Wan has a new film out. Man, he cranks those things out. But somebody brought up the Hellboy movie.
Is it out?
It is out. It totally kind of just fell by the wayside.
I don't know, man. How do you feel about that?
We kind of roasted it when we kind of roasted it a little bit.
Oh yeah, we did.
But apparently it's not very good. Rhaegar says, don't know if you've seen them, but Hellboy is a good bad movie.
Oh, I like good bad movies.
I do too. I heard it was very, somebody else in the chat, and I can't find it now, said that it was gory, because I believe it's rated R. But I don't know. I didn't really have a lot of interest in seeing it after we did our... was it a versus or did we just do a react to it?
We might have done both.
Yeah. I didn't feel like there was much to be seen after that trailer.
Yeah.
But if it's so bad it's good, then I'm kind of interested.
Then count me in.
You saw Shazam.
Yeah.
I have not yet.
Don't. I don't know. I'm probably going to get a bunch of crap for that. There's people that really love that movie. There's just a couple things that I had problems with. But, I mean, major things.
Well, like, if you're giving it, like, an overall rating in the grand scheme of DC movies...
I would say, if you don't know the source material, and you're one of those people that are really able to accept something without thinking too much about it, I think you could have a good time. But I think you'd really have to divorce yourself from like the source material and that.
I don't know. I've seen all the people I've seen talking positively about it are not really that into the source material now that you mention it. And Nevercold says, I heard the Shazam ending is dope. I don't know how you feel about that.
I don't know. I heard the same thing. I'll just answer that. Yeah, I heard the same thing.
I have not seen it yet, so...
I don't know, man. They have these characters, Taylor. They're the 7 deadly sins, like in the comics, right?
Uh-huh.
They're the 7 deadly sins. How do you just phone that in, like, creatively? Like, wouldn't you right now, like, as a creative person, all right, here's a screenplay, here's a movie, and we're going to have the 7 deadly sins. And what you would probably design them based on what the sin is, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of artists, like, that's an interpretation a lot of artists either want to do or have done.
Right, and...
It's a good creative exercise.
I thought the movie they just went, oh, we'll just do, like, really generic gargoyle-looking characters. And they kind of are gargoyle-looking in the comic, but not really generic. Like, they didn't really... The actions that they took and the way they looked didn't really suit what their sin was. So I thought that it wasn't that creative in that regard. Like in the comic books, in a lot of the comic books, they're even more creative. And even the Jeff Johns one that they took that story from, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the artist now. Oh, Gary Frank. Those 7 deadly sins had like personalities, like visuals, and they had personalities. So they didn't all look the same. Like in this, they all look just like generic kind of gargoyle characters.
That's a shame. Yeah,
so I just thought it showed a little bit of a lack of imagination there. So I hope I'm not crapping on anybody's love for the movie.
It's fine. They want to know. They're curious.
That was one of the minor things I had a problem with.
I feel like, let's see. It's an enjoyable movie, but it's not memorable, says Rhaegar.
Yeah. That might be the best way to...
Which is weird because the concept itself... Do you need to look at this?
Oh, no.
I stole your reference.
I was looking for my tool. My tool.
Which is weird because a lot of people are praising its originality, but it does pretty much seem like the movie Big to me.
It's Big meets Captain Marvel. It's Big meets Captain Marvel, and I guess Captain Marvel was, Superman, so it's got some Superman there as well.
Interesting.
And weirdly they tied it into the Zack Snyder films, which was really, I thought, very unnecessary, and I don't know why they did that. Nevercold
says, crap on it, Art. Be real.
Okay. He's got the wisdom of Solomon! Why is he a stupid kid? Okay, if he's got the strength of Hercules, right? Okay, you know what the Shazam is? Is it an acronym? Is that what they call it?
I can look it up right now because
So the S
can't
is
remember
Solomon,
exact.
the H is Hercules, Achilles, what is the one that Mercury, Zeus. Am I missing another A? I think I'm missing another A. There's two A's. I got all of them except for the second
Chime
A.
in the chat if you know what they are. Let's see.
Achilles.
The meaning of Shazam. It is the great. What the heck is this? Is this right? The wisdom of Solomon, the strength of Hercules, the stamina of Atlas,
Atlas is the one I
the
got
power
wrong.
of Zeus, the courage of Achilles, and the speed of Mercury.
Mercury, yep.
But starting with the wisdom of Solomon.
Okay, so he has all those except the wisdom of Solomon. Because if they wrote him with the wisdom of Solomon, he couldn't really be a kid anymore, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't really work, actually.
So if he becomes a man and gets all those other powers, then why wouldn't he have the wisdom of Solomon?
Because, Art, he wouldn't be able to have zany adventures as a child.
Exactly. The reason they do that, and I do believe it was a Marvel or DC construct, is that they had to, because to put Shazam into the DC universe, he has to be different than Superman. Or at the very least, maybe diminished, like, as far as powers and abilities.
Because otherwise he really is. He's pretty much an
better.
identical character.
Or he's better than Superman. If he has the wisdom of Solomon, isn't he better than Superman? And also, Captain Marvel then would be, is it a demigod? He would be he would be a god. So how do you kill a god? You know what I mean? Like, he would almost be better than Superman.
Yeah,
in some ways.
actually.
And so I think what they did is to bring him into the DC universe, to make him not be Superman, is they try to make him kid-like. But they forgot all about the whole Solomon wisdom thing. And so I do believe it was a construct that came out of, and I don't know this for sure, you guys. I'm just making this up right now.
I believe it.
I believe it. Is because they had to make him uniquely different in the DC universe, and they had to make him less than Superman. That's my hypothesis.
Now, in the movie, does he ever say "holy moly"?
Yes, he does.
He does?
Yes.
That's the only part I approve of. Sheldon says when he was created, he was able to fly when Superman was still leaping over tall buildings.
Yep.
It's also, it brings up the point we talked about before. There's a video where Art and I talk about Wonder Woman. It's pretty far back, but we got a big channel now. You can always put on the playlist and shift through.
Oh yeah, we're huge now. We're massive.
There's a huge library of videos, and in one of them...
Oh, by the way, should we have them smash what do they do to get this thing going?
Yeah, hit that bell for notifications. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Go ahead and commit. We're in it for the long haul.
And hit that like button.
Yeah, it helps the channel. But we talked about how in Man of Steel, they have the implication of Superman is like a god. But then the DCU just keeps putting in these characters that pretty much are gods.
Oh, like Wonder Woman, yeah.
And now Shazam. Like Shazam's pretty much a god.
Yeah, how do you now take care of that problem?
Yeah, so like, why are we giving Superman this comparison now?
Is he so special? And also, didn't Wonder Woman actually fought a god?
Yeah, she's like a demigod because she's the child of one, right?
Yeah.
So what the heck, DC? Are you still gonna, or I should say Warner Brothers, really? Are you gonna keep harping on this Superman's a god thing?
Yeah, they're so stupid. They should call us. I'm just kidding. I just said that just for effect.
Mighty Geek Studios says Fawcett Comics made him better than Superman. And Rhaegar says, I still think the DC films are doomed.
Well, I think what DC has pretty much just discarded the whole idea of a cinematic universe, right? At this point.
Have they officially said anything?
I don't think so, but I don't see any reason why they would continue.
Yeah, at this point.
They have more success with the more one and done stuff.
And Mighty Geek says Shazam is actually 5 gods and 1 mortal hero.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Did they answer the question of how he refers to himself when he can't say his own name?
Not really. It wasn't clever or really getting into any of that, stuff that you would think like, as a writer that it would challenge you, but then also by being challenged, you'd rise up and kind of try to come up with something a little bit more creative. But I don't know. I don't think they did. Having said that, I know a lot of people that really liked the movie. So, who am I?
Well, is it next week that Avengers comes out?
Endgame. I think the preview is it this week?
Ooh, is it?
I think so.
Mamma mia. Did you get your pre-sale tickets?
No, I want to see it, but I don't want to see it that bad.
Yeah, there was this whole article that came out. I don't know if you saw it or if you guys in the chat saw it. That was pretty ridiculous, talking about how the tickets have sold out in a lot of places. And I guess people are like hawking the tickets for way too much money. And I do want to see the movie, but I don't know how you can justify paying like $500 for a movie that you are going to be able to see for a normal price.
Right. Yeah. It's
like,
weird, right?
Your time is worth that much. It's pretty crazy. Sheldon says, are you guys reading the new League of Extraordinary Gentlemen? There's a few Shazam-like characters in it. It's very funny.
Somebody told me that was pretty good, actually.
I was interested in it. The last one I read was the 1970 League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I think the book is literally called 1970, and I hated it. So I've been
burned, yeah.
I've been resistant. Title says, I only bought tickets to see how Nebula acts about putting on a uniform.
Well, I have a speculation, and I've heard some fan theories that Nebula and Hawkeye are going to be, spoiler alert, going to be the ones that are going to have the final blow.
Did we ever talk about that on here? Because that was interesting.
I don't know. It's all blurred now.
We might have just talked about it personally. I think that there's some validity to that, actually. And I wouldn't mind seeing it.
Yeah.
I'm most excited about Nebula in the movie as well, and her sad hawk-like eyes.
Yeah, she actually is a great character.
Yeah, she is. She's strong.
And she's a strong woman of color.
Blue, specifically.
Literally color.
Never Cold says, EVS spoiled the F out of it. Out of Shazam or out of Avengers?
Probably Avengers.
Rhaegar says, I already have had it spoil for me. Don't worry, I won't leak it. And yes, I did seek it out. It's hard. There's a lot of spoilers out there right now.
Well, I think it's, for me, sometimes with big movies like this, I know it's going to deliver on the action. So it's fun to speculate because I know it will deliver. Like, this movie will deliver. You're going to get a spectacle, so I know that. So sometimes I like to just speculate on what it's going to be like and then just kind of see how the movie progresses. To see how close or far away, I was.
Yeah. But then sometimes it backfires because if, you came up with a really good idea that you fell in love with in your head and then you watch the movie and you're like, wow, I wish they would have just played my head movie.
My head movie. Yeah, but I was making mostly reference just for Avengers Endgame. With a normal movie, yeah. I definitely have that problem. But this one I think is going to be such a spectacle that I can't see them screwing it up.
Bianca Fights the Zombies says, congratulations on Black and White. I saw it hit 61K.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we're on fire. I think we just sold a bunch of books last night. So that was cool.
Yes, thanks you guys. There's still the campaign's still in demand if you haven't got a book yet. It's not too late, but we're not going to be keeping this up for forever, so...
Yeah, we're actually having serious conversations on when to end it. We're going to be closing it soon. So, I don't know if you saw the page number on that page I showed you, but it was 52.
52?
Yeah, so we're working on 50, 51, and 52. Actually, the last two pages, 53 and 54, are done. I don't always work in order, so I wish I did, because then we would actually be finishing the whole book right now. But yeah, it is definitely closing in on completion.
So don't wait too long.
Yeah, because we're going to have to close it because we have to get concrete numbers so we can place the printing order and then print all the stretch goals. A lot of people didn't have stretch goals in their campaign, so I think we were one of the few people that actually love their fans and give a little bit extra.
We got cool ones too. You guys can check them out in Black and White Remastered on Indiegogo using the link in the description. Let's see. Nebula is still upset about Thanos sacrificing Gamora for the Soul Stone.
Yeah, there's actual speculation on, when in the first Avengers movie, there's speculation that Thanos was there for that battle. And they speculate if Thanos was there, then so was Nebula, because she was in those scenes with him. And that rock that they're on, that rock has like these little blue glowing orbs around them, and they're the same blue glowing orbs if you look at the death scene, that was prophesized when Scarlet Witch got into Tony Stark's head. Those are the terrain is the same, and those glowing orbs are there. So they're speculating that this will, and this was, we talked about it here. I think Taylor and I did too. That's going to be the same location, and we already know that they go back in time. We already know that they go back to that time where, the first Avengers. So, Nebula could have been there all along.
What does it mean?
It means that she knows his plan. She knows that little time loop. She's the one that was there, so she knows. She knows his plans more intimately than probably most, and that she was there. So if they could somehow, I don't know, communicate with her or whatever, then she could be kind of a key. I forget how somebody said it, but she could be a key in bringing him down.
Interesting. I would like to see that.
Because that Thanos, unless he was already jumping through time, he doesn't know what's going to happen. So I forget how they do it. Like she trades places with herself, and so then she, because she's got his trust in that timeline.
We're getting into some chronomechanic stuff now.
Yeah. No, see, that's the thing. Like, a lot of these ideas are pretty cluster effy.
It's hard.
Yeah. So, time travel is a what is they say in Kim Possible? It's a cornucopia of disturbing concepts. That's what Ron Stoppable says.
Well, he's right, because it is.
He's totally right. And I just don't think that this movie is going to do it wrong. They have way too much built into this to do this time travel stuff wrong.
Well, here's hoping. Rhaegar says, "Ooh, that is part of a spoil that was not revealed to me, Art."
Uh-oh.
Have you heard the theory, Art, about the, people were saying, they were speculating that possibly Hela from Thor was going to appear in the movie?
Yeah.
Then that whole theory where they speculate that it would be really weird, I think, to bring into this movie, but that she's she's Thanos' love interest because in the books he was always courting death, and she's kind of the goddess of death in the cinematic universe.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I don't think that'll happen. What I do think that will happen though is that I do believe that red ether is going to be a big to-do, because the red ether, this isn't just me, but I did see somewhere where they talked about that that it may be possessing Hawkeye, because when you see Hawkeye in that, once again, that scene that I was talking about where they're all dead, Hawkeye's sitting up and his eyes are turned away.
In Tony's vision, right?
In Tony's vision, yeah. And there's a lot of red in the trailer. That's why they're saying like that maybe Hawkeye is the guy. That there's a lot of red in the trailer that may be a clue of the red ether. And also that sitting next to Hawkeye is what I think is his daughter. So that girl that's sitting next to him, that's really close to him. I know there's like guards and different people that are dead alongside the Avengers, but there's that.
I mean, that is a scene. I don't know who else that girl would really be in that scene.
She's really close to him too.
Mighty Geek Studio says, we are dealing with the reality stone, so not everything is as it seems. Yeah, I don't know. I think that they included stuff like that that's included in scenes isn't there for just no reason.
Yeah, I do. What I am hoping for is that this stuff is has been telegraphed all of this time, because I think for me the best part will be like going, oh my gosh, that they said that in Avengers 2, or you know, like whatever it is. And so, because also if Thanos had the time stone and all those other things, like he could have been the puppet master in a lot of this stuff from the very get-go. Like it's to really show that Thanos is a badass, and that had like a big, huge master plan, not just to get these stones, but he'd been kind of using them all along.
Yeah.
If he could jump through time and all this other stuff.
It makes him seem like he's actually more of a tactician.
Right, yeah, that he kind of had these things planned. The only thing that bugs me about this is, and we've commented about stuff like this, is that what Marvel does is they give the same beat to different characters. Like, you know, oh, everybody has a shield like Captain America, or you have a couple of them too, right, Taylor?
Yeah, they give like I guess the key element is that they end up having to recreate scenarios for characters they've already used. Like, oh, Hank Pym's thing is Ultron, so then they give Ultron to Tony Stark, so then they have to give Hank Pym something else.
The whatever quantum realm, which has not a lot to do with, you know, being miniaturized.
And then they did a lot actually with Tony Stark like that, but yeah, they do that with multiple characters, and I think we're gonna keep running into them doing that. Like, even Doctor Strange, I think, dealt with that in some instances.
Yeah, he's like Tony Stark. But where I was going is there's a... Oh my gosh, I just blanked on the character's name now. Oh god, it starts with a K, like Chrono... no, it's Kang. Kang the Conqueror.
Oh, okay.
And isn't, like, Kang the Conqueror... I think he can time travel, or he has some kind of abilities. Or he has in the past. So it just seems like... if you're ever going to do like a Kang story or something
that's going to get
like
taken,
that, then it's like, well, you kind of already did it with, you know, the Time Stone.
Rhaegar says, yeah, I was not a fan of the original Ultron origin in the MCU. And he wants to know, yes, but why are they in Japan? What, were they in Japan in the trailer?
Yeah, when she goes to recruit Hawkeye, And I think she's the only reason I didn't think there was a big scene. I just thought that Hawkeye and what's her name, Black Widow were there.
Yeah, I don't know. I assumed that he was just kind of like roaming around, and I guess
like a Ronin.
Yeah, almost like a Ronin.
Yeah, he was Ronin around.
You know how they roll in Japan. He's appropriating their names.
Well, what is a Ronin is that's lost his way or his master, right?
A Ronin is a samurai without a master.
Right. So there's speculation that, he's lost everything in the snap.
Aww.
And so he doesn't have, there's not a lot to root him. So that's why he's kind of this Ronin character.
It'll be interesting. I do think you're right about him playing a big role in the story. Let's see. Mighty Geek. Art, do you know that Taylor resembles the Mistress of the West from Egyptian mythology? I don't know about that.
How so? How does that
heavy
work?
eyeliner? I don't know. She just looks like a generic Egyptian, hieroglyph woman to me.
Who does?
The woman of the West, aka Hathor.
Hathor. Who is that?
She's just like an Egyptian figure. I'm assuming that's you're not talking about a comic character, you're talking about the actual mythological.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, I think.
He said about you, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what's throwing me off. I don't...
The goddess of love.
Ugh.
Good to know.
Why'd you have to bring love into this? to quote Tina Turner, what has it got to do with it?
What's love got to do with it? Rhaegar says they need the Fantastic Four because Kang is from the bloodline of Reed Richards and Sue Storm.
Ooh.
Well, here's the thing then. They'll probably introduce him without that Sue Storm, Reed Richards element. And then they'll have to recreate that storyline somewhere down the line.
Well, did you see this? Oh my gosh, I just about yelled out loud. Hold on. It's kind of dry here.
Oh,
so.
No. I know this is a good one now.
Yeah, I'm taking a drink. I'm taking a dramatic pause here. Okay.
Tell me.
Did you see that scene in the Avengers where they put their hand in?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, isn't that a Fantastic Four beat? What the hell? What are you doing, Marvel?
We're a family. No, you're not.
They all put their hand in what? That's not the Avengers. The fucking... Oh, sorry.
Whoa!
The freaking Avengers. They assemble. They scream. They're like, we're the Avengers. Assemble. They don't go, hey, hey guys. And then Rocket's kind of like, hey.
With his tiny raccoon
He's
hand.
kind of trying to reach up. Sorry about the drop of the F-bomb.
It's okay. There's no children here. We'll fix it in post.
I got emotional.
Getting all fired up at them stealing this Fantastic Four beat. And I'm sure that won't be the only thing that they rip
And
off.
the wisdom of Solomon.
Pablo Romero says, F yeah. And Rhaegar says, it's morphin' time, Hulkasaurus. You're getting everybody all hyped up.
For not seeing the movie.
It's out. It'll be out soon.
Yeah, when that happens, it's gonna be like I'm gonna have a freaking meltdown like Shazam.
Join in for our review of Avengers after it comes out. You can see how fired up Art gets. It'll be a good time. For every super chat of $100, he'll get angrier. Would you be down for that?
Hell yeah.
Or would you not be able to
show me
it?
these. I don't know what to do with these. We have a bunch of these.
Oh yeah, this is a...
I don't know what to do with these, you guys.
Look at them. Aren't they beautiful?
My wife printed these up, I guess to thank people. But I got bunches of these, and these are printed on, Bristol board.
They're super nice.
Yeah, so they actually look just like watercolor, on this board. The photo probably doesn't do it justice.
They look pretty... You can't really see quite all the gray tone, but there's a lot of subtlety to the piece. Maybe we'll post it for you guys to see it. Yeah, it's kind of like a mini lithograph. It's on thick Bristol board.
Yeah,
Super nice.
I got a couple of these things. What are there? 10? Are there 15 sheets? So there's probably 30 of these things. So yeah, I don't know what to do with them.
We're trying to figure out what to do with them. Get them into people's hands, maybe. They are beautiful, but.
Well, what I want to do, and I don't know how to do this, is to get them into your hands. And thank you guys for, all the YouTube support. Is to somehow do something where I can get them into, you guys, your hands.
For the subscribers.
For the subscribers.
If you guys have any idea, let us know in the chat. We did a raffle before, but I don't know. Something exciting, something new.
Something wow, kind of now.
We'll have to post this. Have we posted this on Instagram before, Art?
I don't think so. It might be there.
You can see the link to all of Art's social media in the description. Maybe we'll post it so you guys can get a better look at these. They're really cool.
Kind of disappointed with Instagram.
Why? Because they're terrible?
They used to be so cool.
They're really hard to get any attention on these days.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, title says, "Do a guess the number." What does that mean?
I just come up with a number and then you guys say the number? Ooh. That's an oldie but goodie.
We could do one for every video.
A number between 1 and 10. You have 10 chances to win.
I think I got a fan in this chat. Mighty Geek Studios keeps talking about me.
What's he saying?
He says, give away something Taylor has drawn.
What have you drawn?
A warm bath.
Oh, that's cool. I could use a warm bath right now. A breath?
I was trying to think of another thing that you can draw that's not an actual drawing. I mean, we could do that, but most of all, there's these Wonder Women right here that need homes, and they're very beautiful.
Besides, why raffle something off when you can sell it?
I know. These are worth,
No, I meant as far as your drawings.
Oh. I did want to draw White holding a beer at the brewery at some point.
What's stopping you?
Confidence. Let's see.
Don't let that get in your way. I never let it stop me.
I'm too nervous. 1 through I don't know what you guys are talking about this number game. Let's see. Title says, "Now we're a bunch of idiots standing in a circle holding hands."
What?
About the Avengers.
Oh yeah, what is that?
That's hilarious. Title says, "Are you going to be in Belton Comic-Con this August?"
I wish.
Where is Belton? Let's see. The reason I say, Taylor has become a staple on the channel. Thank you.
We should show the gun that you're
I was gonna say, you want to see this
after you get it done.
You want to see this gun?
You want to see this gun? Oh, you know what we gotta do before we go? You want to show them the gun? Is it done?
No, it's not done.
All right, then we won't show you.
Not yet.
We'll tease it. That's what you do on these things. You tease it. Hey, we got a bag on the U.S. Postal.
You know what?
Postal.
Let's do that. Although,
my gosh, you guys.
I'm gonna cut over to Photoshop right now. Don't look at this gun. You want to see something that's gonna make you cry?
It did me.
So, apparently, there's been a problem.
Can they see these?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, check this out, you guys.
Yeah, just fling through the It gets better.
Look at this.
Oh, what is that? Is that a book inside that plastic bag?
Look at this.
Oh, yeah. Well, how did that happen?
These are hardcover books, you guys.
In solid cardboard. Look
at
that's
this box.
That's a pretty hefty box.
Yeah, it's nothing to shake a stick at. It got pretty janked, and on top of that, this one looks like it was completely submerged in water.
Yeah. How does this happen?
Look at this.
It's in a plastic bag. How did this happen?
I guess they just didn't care. It's not even they didn't care. It seems like they actively destroyed.
Went out of their way. And you guys, when we say there's like 200 books, there's only 200 books. Like,
in existence.
Yeah, like, so for me to replace these books, I have 10 books for myself. That's all. And so when this happens, I don't mind, making restitution. So don't make it. This is not about like you guys or any of that stuff, because, I mean, I want to keep everybody happy and things, but it's just like, how do you, like, this is serious abuse, right?
Yeah,
this isn't, how do you bend a book like that?
It's packed in a thick, rigid box. Like, I don't even know how it got to this state. I would actually like to see a picture of this box from the side to see if it was as jank.
Well, just stay on that. We got to talk about... Okay, so you can't bend something like that by hand unless you're like Hulk Hogan. So that had to have been some kind of machine, or it was wedged, or something ran over it, because that is a serious fold. That's a hefty book. That's what, 56 or 52 pages? So it's 52 pages, and those aren't thin pages. With a hardstock with a dust cover on it. And they folded it like it was a piece of toilet paper.
Rhaegar says the mailman is the Red Hulk.
Yeah. And then look what Pamela does. Do you see the corners, you guys? She even tapes up the corners, because that dust cover sometimes gets caught when you put it in or you take it out. So the dust cover won't get like folded or ripped, because she puts those little caps on the end of it. So this stuff is packed with care in plastic. Go to the one that was submerged.
Oh gosh.
How does this happen? The book is soaked.
Yeah.
Isn't there the box too?
It's all over. I don't know if I have the box in here for this one. But you can see it's totally ruined by this.
It's soaked, like inside and out. It's like drenched, like somebody dropped it in a puddle of water, or like not a puddle, there'd be less water. Somebody submerged that under water.
Yeah, that's what's so weird about it, that it's like pages are completely wrinkled and crinkled from this.
Okay, so that's part of the problem. But the next problem is, okay, get this. We went to the post office. We showed them these photographs that, the person that got their books destroyed by the post office was kind enough to send to my wife and I, so we could look into this. We take it to the post office, and they're like, "Oh, it's media mail. We can't do anything about it." You can't do anything about it.
How does that work?
You frickin' destroyed it. Oh, if you insured it. If we insured it, what the hell are you talking about? Like, you have to insure something to make sure that it's delivered properly? Like, you're not doing your job. It's like if you bought a cheeseburger at a restaurant and then it was horrible.
It's ripped in pieces.
Right. And then you took it back, and they're going, "Well, you didn't insure the cheeseburger." Well, what the hell is that? You have to insure something to get care, to have somebody actually do their job. Like, holy crap, man, this is nuts. And the thing too is, this stuff is collectible. You know what I mean? This is quality. People really, they put these, up on their shelves. Comic books, they put them in bags. That people really want to take care of these books. And if this
they're limited. There's only 200 even in existence.
Right. That's it. And so when these things get damaged, or just, these things aren't just damaged, these things are destroyed.
They're ruined, yeah.
Yeah, I can't get this back. So not only am I out the money, which is like, well, that's one thing, fine. And there were 4 books destroyed so far. And I'm not saying they were slightly damaged. They were destroyed by the post office. So, that's over $100 that I have to eat. But the worst part, like we've been saying, there's only 200 of these books.
Yeah.
It's not like we have an unlimited amount that we can just pack these up and then send new ones out. And just like I said earlier, I don't mind doing this for you guys. Like, if the book gets destroyed, the main reason I'm doing this is I want to shame the U.S. Post Office because we screamed and we yelled. We had the person that had them damaged go to their post office. We've gone to our post office, and they just say the same thing. Nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. You destroyed it, man. What do you mean? There's nothing you could do?
Yeah, because these aren't just like, this wasn't just like, oh, it dropped and got a scuff. That one looked like it was run over.
Yeah, how do you bend a book? Well, how do you soak a book like this that was in plastic? It was in cardboard and in plastic.
Like, did it fall in the ocean as it was passing by?
Exactly. Even if this thing was left in the rain, this book...
it's still in a solid box. Like,
yeah, this thing would have had to been submerged. You know what I mean? Like where water could seep in.
Pacific Pleb says, you have to ensure that we do our job.
Yeah, exactly. That would be great if everybody had to do that. Like if I could go, well, you know what? I screwed up this comic book for you, Marvel. Sorry you didn't get the insurance.
Which is ridiculous anyway. Just a way to get more money out of you.
Yeah.
Not to mention, not all of the mail gets to its destination always, his title.
That's true too. We haven't experienced that, thank goodness, and hopefully we do not. But it does happen. Actually, no, we have experienced that. The worst part, yeah, we did. We had a book, Taylor. It went to Hong Kong. Hong Kong. It's like $80 to ship to Hong Kong or something crazy like that, right? So the lucky thing is, like, when we do stuff like that, we do insure them. You know, like if it's going to be expensive like that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't delivered. And so it came back.
So it just
to us.
never. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that does happen.
So what, did you have to reship it at cost again?
Yeah, part of the problem.
By the way, you killed it inking that hair. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I haven't inked in a while. I'm kind of rusty. I'm a rusty. Yeah, but God, I forget what it was. There was some other circumstance surrounding, that whole debacle.
It's pretty ridiculous.
It would be so cool. Actually, it wouldn't. The world would just be a horrible place. But I'm saying this in a facetious way. Like, it'd be so cool if I didn't have to be accountable for my own actions. Like, I could just go, well,
that's how it is.
That's how it is. Whatever.
I mean, it doesn't stop, the mail.
Yeah.
It sucks. It took some good books out for the count.
Yeah, but anyways, you guys, I'm so sorry that this is happening. I'm doing my best to make restitution for you guys. And if anybody out there gets their stuff damaged or destroyed by the post office, please, I urge you, go there, complain. Even if you don't, they don't, help you out. Offer major complaints, right? Make sure you get those complaints to the higher ups, and maybe we'll get some change that way.
Yeah, definitely speak up. I know it's very disappointing to have happened, but they should be held accountable for these things.
Yeah, or at least somehow say, well, we'll reship it for free.
Something.
Like, they don't even do that. Wouldn't it be great if you could destroy something and then double dip? You know what I mean? Like, oh, I destroyed that, but then you have to pay me again to ship it.
That's fair.
Again.
Yeah, it's not a good time.
Sorry, guys. I had to go off.
It's okay. They earned it.
The post office.
The post office, not you guys. No, not you guys. Let's see. What are you guys talking about? Media mail is the cheapest option for shipping books.
Yeah, I appreciate that they have that as an option, but come on, man. Even though it's inexpensive or less expensive, you should still do the job.
Yeah, definitely. Otherwise, what are you paying for, really? Getting your books destroyed? And that's why they should be held responsible anyway.
Yeah, you sons of bitches.
Stupid post office.
I just brought everything down to a halt.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys.
What are you guys talking about? Media mail.
Media hell.
Aquaman and Namor are very upset about this, says Mighty Geek Studios.
Yeah.
Pacific Pleb says, it's time the post office and others get phased out with robots. I think Anti-CG is working the post office for shipping. I hope not. I hope that somebody didn't deliberately do that. But sometimes when you see stuff like that, like the book completely submerged in water, you have to wonder if it was on purpose.
I don't know how they would know, though.
Yeah, I don't either. We have a mole.
Is that what people do? They try to hurt like people for doing comics? I don't know. I stay pretty insulated here.
Yeah, I don't know. I like to think not. Or I like to hope not, at least.
Yeah, me too.
But who knows?
I have a difference in opinion. I'm going to drop your book in the water.
No! Don't take it out on the books. They're collector's items.
They're one of a kind. Well,
they are.
Somewhat, yeah. They're one of 200 kind.
And there's even less now for sale. Sorry about the book, says D Geek Art.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
No problemo.
Rhaegar says, so the Brightburn trailer by James Gunn. Thoughts?
Brightburn trailer.
That's the evil
It's
Superman.
The horror... wait. What is this now?
It's a movie by James Gunn that's pretty much like, what if Superman was evil as a child?
It's like a horror movie, right? It's
I believe
like
so.
framed up like a horror movie.
I think so. It's pretty much... Is it considered, like... Does it have any affiliation with DC? Because when I saw it, I was like, how are they even able to do this? Because it's completely... The trailer is the Superman origin story and everything. Like, oh, we found you and you're not human. And, like, it's exactly the same. Like, they frame it up even like you would think it was Superman. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't know how copyrights work.
So I have no idea, like... Is it out?
Yeah, I don't know.
Pacific Pleb says, I live out in the Pacific and ordering stuff is always a hassle. It always gets stuck in Richmond or Cali for 2 months or more.
Wow, that's gotta stink.
Everyone on my island dreads checking their tracking history to see their packages in Richmond. That sucks.
Wow, that would be a bummer. Could you
Yeah, it
imagine
really
if that's
would.
kind of like just a normal way of life? Well, it's probably gonna get destroyed.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Unless you're the guy destroying it.
Yeah, he's probably having... What if it's all the same guy?
Woohoo! He's just like jumping up and down. Yeah.
Jerk.
This is awesome.
We have to find him
Find him and get him on the show.
and ask him why he did it. He probably wouldn't have an answer, though.
I don't like Superman. He says.
We're not making Superman. He's in the book.
He's in the book I saw.
And that's enough for me.
I opened it up. You're not supposed to open the mail. Well, I did.
What are you gonna do about it?
I know. What, are you gonna cry? They're not gonna listen to you anyway.
I already destroyed it.
Damage done.
By the way, if you guys hear the clicking, it's me on the computer. I know it's weird. Let's see.
I find it stimulating.
Let's see. The Geek Art says, I'm currently sitting on a project I did for a Disney contest art show. I didn't get in, and now I have a 16 by 20 Haunted Mansion illustration diorama.
Ooh.
I'm not sure what to do with it now.
Show it off.
List it online. We're living in the future.
Geek Art.
Let me see here. It's not out yet. Okay. We still have time to see it.
It's James Gunn, though.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that, by the way, just by the fact that it's James Gunn, that nobody's really talking about it at all. It's a little strange.
I'm a firm believer of, like, you're guilty, once you're proven guilty, like the other speculation. But man, I saw those photographs of that James Gunn and stuff, and
that was weird.
I'm not saying that guy is a pedophile, but my gosh, why would you even pretend? That's weird.
He certainly has a fixation with it, which is very bizarre, especially for somebody who's not. Like, why would you keep joking about it?
Yeah, a lot of jokes, and then those photographs and stuff.
He had a whole he went to a party themed after that, which is really weird.
I don't know, when I have parties, I have bad hot wings.
Ew, are they soggy?
They're soggy.
Never forget.
Never forgive.
Hey, Art. Pacific Pleb says, let's see. Hey, Art, anybody at DC giving you grief for being with CG? And what new stuff are you working on right now?
No grief. I don't really say much. I'm not that controversial. So I think I fly under a lot of people's radar, and I don't do that on purpose, because I definitely have my points of view, and I definitely have my feelings about the political state of things and all this, but I usually don't verbalize it too much in public.
You're pretty live and let live with most things.
Yeah. So to be honest, I'm not really sure. People are pretty civil. Taylor and I came across a little bit at WonderCon, and I'm not going to name names, who the artist or the different people, but it wasn't so much DC, it was just other artists.
Yeah, an individual.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't think, for me, it's been that bad. But like I said, I don't really speak much, and it's like I said, it's not just because of this that I've always been like this. Like my mom always said, like, there's certain things that you just don't talk about in polite company, and religion, politics, and is it sex? I don't remember what the other one was.
Not a bad philosophy.
Yeah, because you're pretty much guaranteed to piss somebody off, like, if you bring those things up.
Yeah, and it depends on what kind of relationship you have with that person too. Like, I don't know if you necessarily need to discuss those things with just like people you've worked with and stuff.
Yeah, because I'm sure that they have points of view that are different than me, and vice versa. So, yeah, I don't really care that much, and I don't care to try to change somebody's point of view about how they feel or how they think about some things. I have my truth, and that's what I live by, and they have theirs. So.
Sierra Whiskey said, I wanted to be like, good answer. But I didn't want to sound patronizing.
Never. You could never.
Let's see. Albino Thunderbuns.
Wow, that's a great name.
Says, Art, I got Oodles and Doodles last week. It looked great. I'm looking forward to black and white.
Oh, thank you so much.
Always appreciate. Thanks, Albino Thunderbuns.
Hey, Albino, was it shipped? Did it ship good? Was it damaged? I hope not.
I hope it arrived in mint condition.
Yes.
Signed and numbered and packed to perfection. Sierra Whiskey says, no party like a soggy wing Thibert party.
Soggy wing party.
Rhaegar says, I don't know. Sports seem to rile people up more than those subjects at times.
That's true, man.
Yeah, it's weird.
Wow.
It's real weird. That
is so truthful.
I don't know why. Well, I guess I know why.
It's not just here in the United States, man. In some countries,
the UK?
Like, it's even worse, man.
Where they get up and fight each other.
Yeah. What was the one where they were throwing bananas at...
Oh, that was in Brazil.
Oh, my God. Brazil.
At the soccer players?
Yeah, I've been asked, because I work with a lot of Brazilian artists, and I've been asked to go to Brazil quite a bit to their conventions and stuff, and I love the artists I work with, and I love the people, because quite a bit of them follow me, on my different social media and things. And the country's beautiful looking.
Yeah.
But man, jeez, they're like, you think the legal system's messed up here, or even in Mexico? Whoa, man.
Yeah, they talk about, I forget what we were listening to, but they talk about when you travel there, like travel advisors say, like, make sure you get a fake cell phone. Like, it's just like an accepted part that you will get pickpocketed at some point.
Yeah.
But it does look like a very beautiful land.
Well, aren't they? They're still like pulling people out and beating them up on the street for being homosexuals, right? Like, there's some crazy stuff still going on.
They're pretty brutal, yeah. They have some very, some very talented artists, but
Yeah, they have a lot of talent.
they're throwing stuff at soccer players.
Weren't they making monkey sounds?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Did you ever listen to that? There's a K-Rock contest winner wrote into K-Rock about their trip.
I'm sorry,
to
guys.
Brazil.
I'm making a bunch of noise. I'm going through all my templates. Sorry,
ASMR. They wrote in about, I guess they won tickets to a concert in Brazil, and they talked about going there, and I guess once they arrived, the hotel they were supposed to be staying at, the K-Rock booked for them, they were like, oh, all the rooms are filled, so we're going to put you in a bungalow. And they're like, oh, bungalow, that sounds cool. So they walked him out to, like, the middle of the jungle with some hammocks and some, like, netting around the hammocks. And that's where he stayed. And he was like, yeah, in the middle of the night, I, like, peeked out to look, and I wish I wouldn't, because there was just a million insects all over the
Oh, my gosh.
netting. It's an interesting place. Rhaegar says, like that movie, The Green Street Hooligans. Yes.
Yeah.
That's the one about the soccer fans that beat each other up before every game.
Oh, okay.
Because there's, like, gangs of guys,
Oh,
supposedly.
you know this stuff because your brother plays soccer and stuff, right?
Well, in England, I remember, I think I went around the time that movie was made.
Oh, so it's an older movie, okay.
Because I remember somebody was claiming, like, that's a real thing. And I was like, that's incredibly scary if that's true. Let's see. It arrived in great condition, says Albino Thunderbuns.
Oh, great. I'll tell my wife. She'll be very relieved.
And our buddy F. Google, who we met at WonderCon, is here. He says, did you end up getting your microphone arm?
Oh, yeah.
It's nice.
Taylor bought one. It's awesome.
It's been working out, I think. Do you like it?
Do I like it?
Yes.
I thought I already said
Is it a pain?
No. You know what's a pain is I think we need to tear that wall down right over there and make this space bigger.
Ooh. Tear down the wall.
Tear down the wall. Oh, man, I just smudged.
Oh, no.
I gotta let this ink dry. I'm throwing down a lot of ink right now. Can you see this? Is this still framed up right? Because I keep moving it. Okay.
Looks pretty perfect.
I'm gonna keep it here while it dries.
And lovely.
Tear down the wall.
Okay. This little piece on this gun here. James says, cool art being inked.
Yes. I tightened up the pencils a little bit too before. So don't do it now, but check the beginning of the video.
You can watch it from the beginning to end. It's pretty cool. We always talk about how interesting it is that this channel is pretty much a behind the scenes look at making this book. Cam
right there, you guys. That thing's not drying right there.
Let's see. Art's having a Reagan moment. What does that mean?
Are they going back in time?
I don't know. Draken says, Art, did you see that I colored that Superman art posted on Twitter earlier for fun and for practice?
Oh, I think I did. I didn't say. If I didn't say anything, I apologize. But yeah, it looked really good. I saw it. Some talent hanging out here.
Have to check it out. I really need to sneeze, so if I'm immediately
no,
sober,
don't.
that's
You
why.
can't. Stop it.
I'm trying not to. Rhaegar says, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was a cool move.
What was the whole camera song?
I don't remember.
That Scorpion song where they're like,
follow the muskrat. That one.
Follow the muskrat. Is that what they say? They don't say follow the muskrat.
I thought it said follow the muskrat to something park.
To Gorky Park.
I totally.
There was a club here when
follow the muskrat.
when when everybody was in love with Russia, they had a nightclub here. It was called Gorky Park.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the lyrics. I can't because stupid muskrats keep showing up.
Muskrat. Follow the muskrat down to Gorky Park.
That's what I thought it said.
No.
Then what does it say?
I like that though.
I must find out. Winds of change. Oh, I'm so stupid. Follow the Moskova down to Gorky Park.
The muskrat.
It's misheard lyrics. Apparently,
Other people.
Apparently, it's very common because this is one of the most misheard lyrics. Was follow the muskrat down to Smoky Park.
Wow, that's so American, right? That's so Smoky Park.
Oh, I like this one's the better misheard here. Down to Donkey Kong.
That's not even close.
No, it's not.
Didn't even try.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. I always thought it said follow the muskrat. It doesn't.
I do like that though.
It's so stupid.
Follow the muskrat.
Let's see, the lyric.
I'll always hear that now.
Imagine a nightclub. Imagine that nightclub now, LOL, says Rhaegar. The name of the song is Gorky Park, says Mighty Geek Studios.
No, it's not.
It's Winds of
It's
Change.
Winds of Change. But thank you.
I like how I get all indignant after I said that.
I know,
first.
after we found out the truth. He's just trying to help us, Taylor.
Whatever. I already
Whatever.
embarrassed myself.
You're wrong.
You're too late to help me.
You know what? On that note, I'm going to have another piece of chocolate.
I thought you were misremembering Muskrat Park.
How about Muskrat Love?
Muskrat Park is a song.
There is not a song called Muskrat
There's Muskrat Love.
Which is disturbing enough.
What does it mean? Are you gonna let the chat pick your candy?
Yeah. Do you want another one?
No,
that white
I'm
one, don't
good.
you?
I do want the white one, but I don't want to take it from you.
No, I don't. I won't eat it. I don't like white chocolate. I told you.
But what if you discover that you love it?
All right, you guys. All right. Which one?
Okay, vote.
First row, second row, third, fourth, and then whichever one's across. There's 4 across. First one gets a bite.
Ooh.
Man, this smells good.
I'm waiting. Don't keep us waiting too long.
This doesn't even look like it's anything. What is that? Like, it looks like packaging.
It doesn't look like it's anything.
Let me find out what that one is. That one is it Giselle?
Giselle, he's a chocolatist, says Rhaegar.
I am.
The bottom right.
Ooh, that was a tropical pineapple.
The bottom.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Draken says the bottom right, but Albino Thunderbun says B4.
B4. A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's nothing there! There's nothing.
Dynamo says, Tag, does he have a big bag of butterscotch taffy at his desk?
Oh, I wish.
I like butterscotch.
That,
It's good.
Giselle sounds good. It's got pineapple flavoring.
I think you should follow your heart. You obviously want that one.
It's enrobed in dark chocolate.
It's enrobed.
Have you ever had, hazelnut is delicious when it's mixed with, chocolate and stuff.
Ooh, that's true.
I like that. Hey, this scarlet thing, this thing right here it looks like it's dark chocolate.
Ooh.
What are those little decorated
That's
with
the one.
fancy crunchy pearls? Ugh, that
Ew!
sounds gross.
Why'd they have to say
I
that?
don't know. They have,
Fancy crunchy pearls.
it's like green sugar pieces. You guys, come on, man.
Don't you want this now?
Toasted coconut flakes. Oh, that's this one right here.
Ooh.
All right, I'm gonna go in.
The bottom right one will be horrible, and you should suffer for our amusement, says Draken. Whoa!
I'm not doing the Sublime, you guys.
The Sublime is good.
If I get a $50 super chat, maybe.
Ooh, that's all? That's all it would take?
Yeah.
You guys heard
That's
it.
all it would take. That's a lot. Well, no, it's not. You guys got it.
If I had that kind of money, I would throw it around for these exact circumstances.
All right. I'm going the pineapple.
Go for it.
This is it.
Tropical.
I don't know what the heck that little stuff on it. Look at it. It looks like
Ooh, it's fancy.
piece of cake.
It's like a little barrel. A little barrel of laughs.
A barrel of chocolate. Here you go. All right, here you guys go. Okay.
Go for it.
See it right there?
Art is still eating chocolate. It's his comic book Bob.
Oh my gosh! It is so good. This right there has pineapple. My fingers are getting all melted.
Rhaegar says that sounds about as good as chocolate covered chickpeas.
What's a chickpea? Is that what those pearls are made out of?
Those are the chickpeas.
That sounds gross. I don't want to eat a chickpea. Look at that.
Does it have a soft center?
Yeah, pineapple stuff is really good.
Is it tangy?
Mm-hmm. It is.
Would you classify it as nummy or yummy?
I don't want to say either one of those. And make me seem, weird. Women can get away with that stuff.
I don't know about that. It actually felt gross even saying it.
Look at that. I'm down to the last bite.
Aww.
Usually I just throw these whole things in my mouth.
You gotta savor it.
I know.
Somebody crafted that just for you.
Were they little Belgians?
You can order prank chocolates from the internet that are filled with toothpaste. Why would you do that?
Clean your teeth.
As a prank? That's a waste of chocolate.
You ever wonder, like they say as a kid, like they go, you know what, stay away from chocolates. It rot, or not chocolates, but sweets with sugar. It rots your teeth. Man, there's got to be a ton of sugar in toothpaste.
Yeah, because it doesn't taste like that.
There's no way. You're like brushing your teeth with sugar.
I know, there has to be. Especially kids' toothpaste where it's like, oh, it's bubblegum flavored. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, what is that?
Is that really going to help you out? You have to have sugared toothpaste to convince your kid to...
It's like those part of this nutritious breakfast, and they show like eggs and and fruit and orange juice and...
Yeah, no kid got that.
Yeah, it's like, oh, sugar puffs.
If you're eating cereal, your parents didn't have time to also make you like eggs Benedict on the side.
Part of this nutritious breakfast.
And do you want to eat more when you eat cereal? Like, that's a whole meal.
I find it pretty filling, yeah.
Yeah, like I wasn't a cereal person, but...
I don't know you right now.
If
it was
you don't know me.
But you will never, ever know me. Yeah, that was my single obsession as a kid. Breakfast cereal.
What was your favorite? Do you have a favorite now?
I don't really eat it that much. But I think like I was a weird kid. So like I liked Captain Crunch. I liked what are the chocolate?
I feel like we've talked about this before.
We may have. Yeah, because this part's gonna sound real familiar. Pebbles, the cocoa pebbles.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because those are the best.
And then, do you remember there was? God, this wasn't even a cereal. They were like chocolate chips. Like they were like actually chocolate chip cookies.
Cookie Crisp.
Oh my gosh!
Those are so good. They were mini cookies.
I know. They weren't even like, how could you even say this is like not a cookie? You're saying it's a cookie. This is not cereal. This is not any, there's nothing good for anybody in that.
Yeah, there's no nutritional value in Cookie Crisp.
It's called Cookie Crisp.
They were so good though. That was the only cereal I wanted as a kid because I remember like trying them at Costco or something and be like, oh, these are just literal small cookies.
Yeah, they're just cookies that are bathed in milk.
Pleb says, are you suggesting I stop brushing my teeth, Art? Because I will.
No, I wouldn't say that. I want you to have healthy teeth.
Cam says, Art, are you going back on Drawn and Quartered?
Is it tonight? I never remember.
Ooh, I don't.
Actually, what I really want to do with Drawn and Quartered is go in there and just heckle those guys.
Why don't you? They need it.
Do you think they would? Yeah, because most of the time they're just concentrating and they don't, like, Malin's good at it. But
someone's got to lighten the mood.
Yeah, even sometimes that guy gets really focused. You can tell when he wants it, like he gets really focused. But I could just go in there and just heckle them as an artist.
I think you guys make a good team also.
Who's that?
You and Malin as far as heckling.
Yeah. I think we share our grumpy, like, angry sensibilities.
They should definitely invite you. I think it's sorely needed. This computer's glitching out and it's making me real mad, but I'm trying to hold it in.
You might want to, just maybe if you save it and close it down, because is it doing the same thing it did earlier?
It's like glitching out. I guess I'll save this for a second.
But yeah, that's what I want to do, because then I could still work on black and white, and I could keep the camera, like I could black out the camera, and then you just see that smiling, that shit-eating grin I have on, that little caricature.
I think it would work.
Yeah, and then I could just harass from the sidelines. Do they have like little icons that you can put up, like they're tomatoes? Like it'd be awesome.
Like emojis.
Yeah, emojis. Yeah, emojis that you could have, and you could just like throw them, and then have a splat.
Oh, I like that idea.
So just start throwing a bunch of tomatoes in the chat.
I like it. I like that idea. Drawn on Court is supposed to start in around 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Rhaegar says, Art, get in there just to heckle today. And Dynamo says, Kanan and Elliot have won the last 30 in a row.
Yeah, well, I think when I was doing it early on, when I helped pioneer Drawn and Quartered.
That's right, you were in the early days.
Yeah, I just cleaned up.
Pretty much. And if not, it was because Mike got mad.
Yeah, he rigged it. The thing is, it's like, like once you're a champion, like isn't it sad when you go back and you try to relive your championship?
Yeah, you need a challenge.
Yeah, so you need to kind of just either that or just don't do it again. Like find new ways to triumph.
I agree.
New avenues.
Yeah, because you don't want to just keep going and repeating the win. Then the thrill of the hunt is gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me see here.
Also, I'm scared to death of Kanan.
He's the big competition right now, I think.
Actually, gosh, I should. Mike excels on that show. Like Mike Miller, like I don't know how
he does.
He gets that much detail into a drawing in 2 hours.
He's a fast, steady worker. He's very good.
Yeah, I'm taking forever on this, and
well, I've been doing this piece of this gun this whole time, so.
And it's done, right?
It is.
Because we need to show it off. Let me see. I think we need some more rounded shapes, though.
Here, take a peek.
And the line weights need to be way thicker. So see this shadow right here?
Yes.
There should be a harsh shadow. See how these shadows? Underneath. And then it should continue under.
Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying so I can keep the conversation going.
And then this should right here, where that should be the bottom of the gun.
So right here's the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Okay. They're drawing Black Widow today. James says, I question Art's skills of being a heckler. How dare you?
Oh, are you serious? Oh my god.
Someone hasn't been tuning in.
People think I'm nice.
I think they're trying to goad you into going on there.
Oh, you're probably right.
They're trying to challenge you.
Go on there. Throw some tomatoes.
I'm sure that there's some tomato emoji you could throw. Yes, Kanan goes full beast mode, but he isn't on every episode. And let's see. Albino says, Art smoked those whippersnappers so many times that Mike stopped... That Mike stopped inviting him.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the narrative.
That's what I'm sticking with right there.
Okay.
I'm going to give you guys an insight. Like, see the stuff I'm inking, all this bottom stuff here? They're just going to be word balloons all over this. It kind of breaks your heart a little bit, but you still have to put out the effort. You still have to ink every one of these lines like you're gonna see it. Hey, I just got a hit. This is the only place you're gonna get to see some of this drawing.
Well,
because once the balloons go over it.
Aww. Is this drawing going to be listed on the campaign possibly?
Oh, we could as a patch, huh?
Yeah, if you guys are interested. Oh,
that's a good idea.
If you guys are interested in, starting off your original art collection or, including a black and white piece in your original art collection, we do list these pieces on the Indiegogo once in a while.
You know what? We'll do that if there's anybody interested, and we'll see if anybody wants to pick up a piece of original art. I like the patches because they're not as expensive, so you could have a memento or a collector's item from the book without like breaking the bank.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And they're very well done.
And you got to see it done live.
Yeah, you're kind of a part of it. Let's see.
I'm a big part of it.
Is that a barbecue grill on the left of white? Yes, it is.
Oh, you got. Don't do it now, but listen to the earlier part of the show.
Yeah, after the show is over, you can tune in for that old chestnut.
Yeah, Taylor was talking about how her Easter went.
It was interesting, for sure. And, yeah, we ended up on the subject of barbecue somehow.
Oh, you know how.
On the subject of talking about terrible chicken wings. Sorry, TJ. I'd love to get some original art or at some point. Says Cam, get it art?
No, I don't.
Can you explain? Okay. So I'm picking this up a little bit more here.
My favorite is when people go, art. It's like your parents knew.
How often do you get that? I'm assuming a lot.
I've got, yeah. It's happened a couple times.
Isn't it funny? Your name is Art and you're an artist.
I think it's adorable. When my parents were around and stuff, I hated it, but now I'm like, it just reminds me of my folks.
Aww.
So it brings back good memories.
Are you a namesake by any chance?
It depends on who you talk to, my mom or my dad. So my dad says I was named after his brother, Art, and my mom says I was named after her father.
Really? They have the same name?
Yeah. So
interesting.
I'm assuming a little bit of both, probably.
That's a good combo for both of them, like a good compromise if you're giving a namesake name.
Yeah.
I feel like.
And I never got to know my uncle until I was grown up, and he drew. My dad drew, and so did my uncle.
Yeah, I saw you posted some of your. Was it your dad's drawings recently? They were very good.
Yeah. He wasn't bad.
Pretty cool.
I think he took a lot of those. What were they like? Mail, like how to.
Oh yeah, the sendaways, right?
Like schools, yeah.
I remember that stuff was even going on when I was a kid. I don't know if they do it anymore with the internet. Although you can submit a piece for portfolio review.
Oh yeah.
Using the link in the description if you are an aspiring artist in the chat and you'd like art to give a critique.
This will be the plug portion of the show.
And guidance on where to go as an artist.
This will be the plug portion.
Okay, I'm nitpicking this piece.
No, you can never nitpick it. Keep going. That thing's going to be big. I mean, the detail. It's going to need the detail.
Let's see.
Blow it up. It needs to hook here, too. There needs to be a curve here and here.
Okay. Let's see.
Otherwise, it looks kind of scallopy. It looks a little scallopy.
Oop. Okay.
We're not fans of the scallop.
No, it's not a good time. Okay.
What are those fish pieces called? They're like scallops, right? They call them scallops.
Scallops? Aren't they like crustaceans of some kind?
I don't like those.
They're good.
They're like, you talk about mushy chicken.
They're very rubbery, yeah.
Those things are really
But
mushy.
they're delicious.
My wife likes them too.
Women love scallops.
It turns out women love scallops. And small children.
I don't know about that part, but they love scallops. D-Geek Art says, my daughter, 7, wanted me to ask you how old you have to be to submit for critiques.
Oh my gosh, it'd be adorable. just remind me that she's 7, and I'd love to do that. That'd be so much fun.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, have her send it.
That could be fun.
What if he sends it and doesn't tell me that she's 7?
Oh no!
And then no. I mean it's something like good. I'm going where it's like I'm like, wow, this is really amazing. Like,
ooh.
I'm like, you need to get into you need to get to an art school. You need to. And then it turns out it's like, I'm only 7.
I mean, it could happen.
Yeah, I was pretty amazed at 7. No, I wasn't.
That's when the original black and white was made. Aye. Okay, there we go. Let's see.
Amba.
She is writing the comic book, says Diki Gart.
Ooh, cool.
Let's see. Did anybody crap their pants from the chicken, Taylor?
You did.
No comment.
Oh, no, you already commented. You already said.
I'm not going into detail about that.
You're not going to go over it again?
The fire gravy. Let's see.
I never heard that before.
I'm glad because I just thought of it.
Did you?
Yes.
Well, you better copyright that because everybody's going to go on Drawn and Quarter right now and say fire gravy.
This is why they think we have potty humor, which we do, but...
Which we do.
And soggy wings.
Fire gravy.
Let's see.
I went to the Isle of whatever.
The Isle of Fire Gravy.
And then there was a volcano and it rained down fire gravy. I just realized this line right here is still in pencil. It's not even inked.
Okay, let's see here. Scallops are a type of clam, or the name of a type of clam. Batman's cape is scalloped, says Durakan.
No, it's not.
And
We're talking about, my wife just walked in, about scallops and how you love them.
I do?
You do love scallops.
Maybe not by that inflection.
No,
You mean the fish?
Yeah, what did you think we were talking about? Just the shape of a scallop?
Yes, because Taylor was talking about the cape.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
I can see how you could think that. Yeah. No, about the fishy.
Oh, I do like scallops.
They're very good.
Yes, they are.
Ugh.
Okay, let me see. I gotta get into this chat again because my device just died. Okay.
I brought your whatever he is up.
Scallops are a type of clam, blah blah blah. Sorry, I didn't mean to blah 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 your comment. That was very disrespectful talking about these clams. So Pompeii was destroyed by fire gravy. The more you know. Says Albino Thunderbuns.
Fire gravy, though, you have to ingest.
Yeah. Ugh. Or digest.
Ingest and then digest.
Okay.
Alright. I want to finish this up if we're going to put this up on the Indiegogo. On the old Indiegogo.
Let's see what you guys are talking about. That image of white reminds me of Cindy Crawford back in the day, says James Hayes.
It's the mole. Yeah, I definitely had a thing for the Crawford.
Who doesn't?
I wonder what she looks like now.
She'll always be the same in my mind.
No.
She's always royal. She'll always be royalty to me.
What is that? Oh, that's from Puerto Rican Dread.
Yeah. I think the last video we did a reaction to that.
I think we well, no, I don't remember. No, we spoke pretty highly of it.
Yeah, we were kind of like wait and see about it. I believe.
Yeah, I don't know. I really hope. I'm hoping beyond hope.
There's been some Star Wars Galaxy's Edge development since our last Waltz of Alt 2. We've been talking among ourselves about it.
I wanted to do one of those today, but time got away from us.
There's a lot of new details that have come out and footage. It's pretty cool.
Maybe we'll do one tomorrow. Also, we should probably start putting a wrap, but I want to get this. There's two things I want to do before. I'll do the blocks later, but I want to get this. I'm going to hatch this. It's too heavy.
James says Cindy Crawford has aged very well, last check.
Oh, cool.
And Albino Thunderbum says Says she looks fantastic, but I believe he's referring to White in particular.
Oh, I like that even better. Screw Cindy Crawford.
She had her chance.
She had her day. Dude, that's insulting.
Just like Krypton, she had her chance.
Oh gosh.
What are you guys talking about? Apparently there was a child fight that broke out during the chat.
A child? What?
Yeah, Deaky Guard says, sorry, I had to step away. My kids were beating the snot out of each other.
Oh, okay.
And
I like that saying, by the way. Beating the snot out of...
That's terrible.
Have you ever just like got so angry you just get all frothy and snotty?
Not in a while.
Like you're all snorty and...
I just get sad these days.
Do you? You don't get angry anymore? You just get sad?
Yeah.
You just curl up in a ball and cry?
Pretty much.
Wow. That was sad. Is this true?
No comments.
Oh my gosh, no.
Someone always ends up crying and then the boogers come, says Deaky Guard.
Yeah,
Ew.
see? That's what happens. You get all nutty.
That's terrible. Children are so gross. They're still primal, so they can't contain themselves.
I don't know. I've gotten irate even as an adult where I'm just like frothing and snotty. I'm waiting for this area to dry. I want to do this. Put that right there.
Ooh.
And then after that, let me see. What do you think? Have we done?
I think it looks pretty lovely.
Except for the blacks.
I'm gonna like this.
Cindy Crawford. She's like, hey man, what are you guys talking? She's not happy here.
She's going through a lot.
Just like you apparently.
Yeah, you know.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to ask you off the air.
Please don't.
Well, what kind of person would I be if I didn't ask you if everything's okay?
The answer is always no.
No, don't.
How dare you blah 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 me, said Jirakin when I had blah blah blah'd him. I know, I'm sorry, that was so disrespectful.
That was very blah 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 of you. That was so blah blah blah. That'd be a good t-shirt.
Do you remember those shirts back in like 2000 that were like dominated by like girls in their mid-goth phase? That always had like I see weird people and stuff, or normal people on them.
Oh, that's cool. I'd wear that now.
They're making a terrible comeback.
No, I wouldn't.
They're pretty cringy. Are you guys still talking about scallops? Let's see. Old jokes are the best jokes, says Cam.
Man, I made one on somebody's thread and I got butchered, man.
What was it?
It was like an old fogey joke, but I said it well, I guess you can't tell if I'm doing it ironically or not, but I meant it ironically. I forget what the joke was. Like, yeah, I haven't heard that since I fell off my dinosaur. Remember that one? That's an oldie.
An oldie but a goodie.
I haven't heard that since I fell off my dinosaur. Or no, it was last time I heard that, right? Last time I heard that, I fell off my dinosaur.
I think so. But humans never coexisted with dinosaurs.
Until now. Until that joke. All right, I think we're good for now. Is this framed up?
Let's take a look.
Let's get it.
Pretty.
Ooh, did it blur out?
There we go.
Is that good?
What do you guys think?
All right, this is panel 2, page 52. 2-2.
52.
And 52-2. Is that 54? And so, since Taylor brought it up, I guess this will go up on the Indiegogo.
This will be listed on the Indiegogo. There's still a lot of tiers on the Indiegogo. I don't want to say a lot because we started with a lot and many are sold out, but there's still some tiers you can get some extras, and there's of course the original art tiers like this that are an add-on to your book.
No more tiers.
No more tiers. And you can still get oodles of doodles and other stuff too. I'm not sure how many are left now, but
yeah, a couple. Get on it. Okay, I'll figure out those lists later. I don't even know. Sometimes I don't like to put detail I'm gonna erase that.
I don't know. I like them as they are right now.
Yeah, just
actually,
open.
they're kind of nice. Just
Sometimes
open.
when you shadow them too much, they look like they're like they have lipstick on and
Yeah.
they're too made up.
They look kind of. I don't know. They look very nice like that.
Okay. Are we gonna show off the gun?
All right. Let's see where we're at here.
Here's the gun. Ooh, look at that.
Okay.
Look at that.
This is kind of.
Oh, this has to be curved right there.
This right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit more, but otherwise it looks pretty darn
It's
good.
too scalloped.
Yeah, that's the scallop right there.
Okay.
And pull back and.
Do we want to show them this whole page again?
Well, I'm gonna ink this up tomorrow.
Ooh, check this out.
I'm gonna do the. You went from one extreme to the other. Do we want to? Oh, check this out. Yeah, so that will be the page. So I got to work on those guys because those guards are now robots. They're gonna be robots. So I got to work on that, and then put some shadows, some detail. And yeah, I think we'll have that ready for tomorrow.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So tune in tomorrow to see this page
To see how Taylor's gun
come together
inks up.
and see get rid of this scallop
Yeah.
and then
That's an eyesore. That scallop is the worst. It's not.
be gone.
Take it out right now. Show everybody. See that right
That
there.
was a little too much, but
No, that's exactly what you need. I'd say take more.
more of the scallop.
Yeah, take it from this part right there.
Oh, you're right. Right here.
Yeah, and then see how that's gonna look. Okay, you got to do this live. Can they see this?
You guys can see this, right? Yes, you can.
Yeah, let's.
Shellfish are evil.
All right,
they
the
say.
pressure's on. Yeah, it is.
All right.
I don't even like. What is that?
Crab?
Shrimp?
What? You don't like shrimp?
No,
Why?
because it stinks.
All seafood does.
No, I just mean it sucks.
Oh, I thought you meant it smelled bad.
It does smell bad too.
Because if so, it does. But
You know, I like lobster. I think that's the seafood I like.
Is that the only one?
Pretty much.
I don't know. It's pretty good.
All right. Yeah, leave that one. Build that out. Match that up. Yeah, look at
I
that.
need a better tool for this. And yes, I'm not using a Cintiq or anything. We're using the mouse. I want to clean this little piece up.
But they have. Oh, see? Look at that. See? And that looks gun-like. That's a gun-like curve.
Is it?
Yes. Ooh, right there. Boom. Brought it all together.
All right.
There you go. You're a digital artist now.
Thanks. That was for you, everyone.
All right. Look at that's so much. Look at that's more gun-like.
It makes a big difference, actually.
Scallops don't belong on guns. We just found that. You know what? You guys just got schooled. Scallops do not belong on guns.
Albino Thunderbun says, we're making comics live. I'm
Live!
glad you guys could be a part of that.
Yes, you guys had fun. We're hoping. I got a pretty good handle on the layouts. I think there's two or three more heavy lifting layout pages. But after that, I'm going to be bringing them together, hopefully, more often on YouTube so you guys can see the progress and everything. So thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with us. We had a ball. And enjoy your evening. Do you have anything to say, Taylor?
Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. I know not everybody's been getting their notifications, and YouTube just put out a press release that they pretty much don't care. So make sure that you tune in and never miss a live stream. Go ahead and check out Black and White / Oodles of Doodles on Indiegogo, link in the description.
Yes. All right, thanks, guys.